Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna work on the last piece of Edna collection. I might come back to it in the future if I figure out something else with Edna charm, but for now this is the last thing I have. And most of you already know most of the parts of this necklace. If you've already done the bracelet and the long tie necklace, you probably already know how to do this part and how to attach the clasp. But so if you know, you can just skip forward to the part where I show you how to do this embellishment. But if you haven't done those previous tutorials yet, just stick around and I'll show you step by step how to do this necklace. So you will need one charm for this necklace. I have this one last left, the turquoise color. You will need a different color for the chain. I'm gonna be using beige. And then you will need same color of fire polish you used here. So here I used green, it's green. Here I used turquoise. I'm gonna use turquoise. And then you will need same 15-0 Tohos that you used to embellish your charm. So I'm gonna be using this gold. And then you will need a clasp. You can use any other clasp you have. This necklace I designed to be short. It just really goes around your neck and it's just there. I just wanted something small and petite, but you can make it long or it's entirely up to you. But since I decided to make it short, small, it's also quite lightweight, so that's why I used the magnetic clasp, so it sticks around nicely. But if you are making it longer or I don't know what your design's like, you can use any other different clasps. And then you'll need beading needle size 10. You'll need Nymo to go with it. So I'm gonna be using white with my colors. You'll need scissors to cut the thread and a sharp pick to start off. You can, if you know how to start off CRAW on your own, you can do your own way, but I show with a pick. So I'll go ahead and thread my needle with 2 yards. You'll be adding a couple times here, so just take comfortable length. And if you don't know how to attach, how to add new thread to CRAW, I'll pop the link in the description box. And I will leave all the links to all the previous Edna tutorials, plus I will leave this tutorial as well, so don't worry about going to my channel and finding them. They'll be all in the description box below this video. And I'll just get ready and then we'll get to work. So I have my materials ready, and if you probably noticed, both sides of the necklace are identical. So I'm gonna show you how to do one side, and the second side you finish on your own. And we start by attaching it to the charm. Loving it. Anyways, we'll start with CRAW first. I'm gonna take my pick here, and then I'm gonna pick up 4 11-0s. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna drop it down, leave a short tail that I can sew in later. Just literally a very short tail that I can thread my needle with and make couple knots. And then I'm gonna make 2 overhand knots here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and set this on a pick. The only reason I use pick is to be able to hold this thing in place. Otherwise, how do you hold it in your hand? So that's the reason I use my picks, but you can do your own way. And then I'm gonna zoom in. So I'm gonna take my needle through the first bead, pick up 3 11-0s, go through the same bead my thread's coming out of, go through the second bead of the floor, pick up 2 11-0s, go down the side of the last row and straight through the floor bead. Go through the third bead of the floor, pick up 2 11-0s, go down the side of the last row and straight through the floor bead. Go through the last bead of the floor and straight up the side of the first wall. Pick up 1 bead, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead. Then take your needle up, and connect the ceiling. And we have our first CRAW unit. We'll build 2 more on top of this, and then we're going to continue from there, attaching it to the charm. Pick up 3 11-0s, go through the same bead my thread's coming out of, go through the second bead of the floor, pick up 2 11-0s, go down the side of the first hole and straight through the floor bead. Go through the third bead of the floor, pick up 2 11-0s, go down the side of the last hole and straight through the floor bead. Go through the last bead of the floor and straight up the side of the first hole. Pick up 1 bead, go down the side of the last hole and straight through the floor bead. Then go up. And I can just remove my pick now. And I just connect the ceiling. Now pick up 3 11-0s. Go through the same bead my thread's coming out of. Go through the second bead of the floor. Pick up 2 11-0s. Go down the side of the last hole and straight through the floor bead. Go through the third bead of the floor. Pick up 2 11-0s. Go down the side of the last hole and straight through the floor bead. Go through the last bead of the floor and straight up the side of the first hole. Pick up 1 bead, go down the side of the last hole and straight through the floor bead. Go up and just connect all those top beads between each other. Now we have a nice base to hold on to, and what we do now, we make these loops. For that we have to build right angle weave units here. I'm gonna pick up 3 11-0s, go through the same bead my thread's coming out of. Then I'm gonna go up the side, and then I'm gonna go through the top bead. But when I do that, I'm gonna hold down the beads with my thumb so my beads stay in place while I pull the thread. Pick up 3 11-0s, go through the same bead my thread's coming out of, hold down the beads and pull the thread. Flip it over, go up the side, hold down the beads, pull the thread. Go through the top bead, hold down the beads, pull the thread. I'm going to show you one more time how to do this. Pick up 3 beads, go through the same bead your thread's coming out of, hold down the beads and pull the thread. Flip it over, go up the side, hold down the beads, pull the thread, and go through the top bead, hold down the beads, pull the thread. And now you continue like that until you have 11 raw units in total. Now the top of our last CRAW is also part of it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Have 11 in total, and then I'll see you back here. I have 11 raw units in total. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take my charm, take my needle through, put it down here. I'm gonna pick up 1 11-0. I'm gonna go through the bead opposite the, see where we started the raw down? So I have to connect it to the opposite side of the same CRAW unit at the top. So I'm gonna go through that same bead because here my thread's going downwards, here I'm gonna go upwards. And then put, and then I'm gonna pick up one more 11-0, go through the top bead again, going downwards. And then when I connect it, first we connected it into a circle, into a loop around the charm, plus we added the 12 unit. So it's 12 units in total. And now I'm just gonna take my needle away from that loose bead. Here I'm gonna pick it up here. Take my needle through the side bead. And then here I start adding 50 no's. Pick up one 50 no, go through the next 11 no. Pick up one 50 no, go through the next 11 no. Pick up one 50 no, go through the next 11 no. Pick up one 50 no, go through the next 150 no, go through the next one. So I do that all the way around. So here as well. And then I'm gonna add my last 50 no in this circle. And then I'm just gonna go straight through some beads further on. Through 11 no's, through 50 no's, through 11 no's. Don't miss any 50 no's in between. Then here, I pull my thread nice and tight. And then I'm just reinforcing that circle I just made. And then when you're almost done, you come out of the 11 no at the top of the CRAW unit. And then, see, one side is embellished now. You take your needle to the other side. And do the same thing. Pick up 50 no, go through the next 11 no, and all the way around. And then once you add all 50 no's, reinforce it one more time and come out of this 11 no at the top of the CRAW. And then I'm gonna meet you back here. So I finished the loop. Look how gorgeous it is. Now what we do, just don't mind the initial tail. So my thread's coming out of that bead at the top. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my needle to the other side of the CRAW. Just go through some beads on the way. And then when you get to the top, you continue building CRAW. I'm gonna pick up 3 11 no's, go through the same bead my thread's coming out of, go through the second bead of the floor, pick up 2 11 no's, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor, go through the third bead of the floor, pick up 2 11 no's, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor, go through the last bead of the floor and go up the side of the first wall, pick up one bead, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead, and then go up and connect the ceiling. Now from here, create several more CRAW units until we reach the place where we have to add the embellishment. Now, I decided to add my embellishments here. You can add it closer, you can add it further down, you can add several, it's up to you. But I just decided to leave a certain amount of, short amount of CRAW, and then I added this embellishment, and then I finished off with a simple CRAW. So I'm gonna meet you back here once I decide to stop to add the embellishment, and I'm gonna show you how to do this part. Well, I didn't get really far because I decided, well, since I added this that far, I wanted to see how it would look like when I add it really close to the charm. So I'm gonna add it here. So that embellishment is actually just CRAW, but done with different beads. Now here I just finished one CRAW. I'm gonna pick up 3 fire polish. 1, 2, 3. Go through the same bead my thread's coming out of. Go through the second bead of the floor. Pick up 2 fire polish. Go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead. Go through the third bead of the floor. Pick up 2 fire polish. Go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead. Then go through the last bead of the floor and straight up the side of the first wall. I would have to add thread here. Then I pick up last fire polish. Go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead. And then go up the side of the first wall and connect the ceiling. Now here we do something a bit different. I'm gonna pick up 1 fire polish, 1 11/0, and 1 fire polish. And then go through the same bead my thread's coming out of. Then I'm gonna go through the second bead of the floor. I'm gonna pick up 1 fire polish and 1 11/0. Go through the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead. Go through the third bead of the floor. Pick up 1 fire polish and 1 11/0. Go down the side of the last wall and through the floor bead. Then go through the last bead of the floor, go up the side, pick up 1 11/0, go down the side of the last wall, straight through the floor bead, go up the side and connect the ceiling. Now here we just build a simple CRAW with 11/0. 1, 2, 3. Go through the same bead your thread's coming out of. Go through the second bead of the floor. Pick up 2 11/0. Go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead. Go through the third bead of the floor. Pick up 2 11/0. Go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead. Then go through the last bead of the floor and straight up the side. Pick up 1 bead, go down the side of the last one, straight through the floor bead. Then go up the side and connect the ceiling. Now here, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna pick up 1 15/0, go through the fire polish. I'm gonna pick up 3 15/0, go through the next fire polish. Then I'm gonna pick up 1 15/0 and then go through the next 11/0. And then I'm gonna go through this side 11/0, go up this 11/0, looks like I had 1 bead with a very tiny hole in it. Pick up 1 15/0, go up the fire polish, pick up 3 15/0, go through the next fire polish, pick up 1 15/0, and then go through the 11/0. And then I'm gonna go through this 11 now, go down, pick up one 15 now, go down the fire polish, pick up a 350 now, go down the next fire polish, pick up one 50 now, go down the next 11 now, then go through the side 11 now, then go up, pick up 150 now, go through the next fire polish, pick up a 350 now, go through the next fire polish, pick up last 50 now, and then go through the 11 now. And then you just go through the side and continue your crawl. And this is how you do the embellishment. Gorgeous, isn't it? So you continue here. You can add more embellishments if you want, but I just decided to add one because I want my necklace to be just very simple and petite with a couple of color pops. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna continue adding CRAW all the way until I need to attach the clasp. I'm just gonna put it somewhere at the center on my neck and just go around until I decide that's enough length I need. And once I reach there, I'm gonna show you how to attach the clasp. So I have my required length, and now I'm gonna show you how to attach the clasp. So here, let me make sure. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure it's attached this way. So I just want to make sure my stretch of CRAW is standing straight, and I want to attach it this way, so which means my thread has to go up and down, and my thread is already on the side, so that's good. I'm gonna pick up one bead, pick up the clasp, one bead, and then go back through the same bead my thread's coming out of. And then I'm gonna reinforce it. And then one more time. One side is done. Then I'm gonna go through the neighbor bead and to the other side. Here I'm gonna pick up one bead, go through the clasp, one bead, and then go through that bottom bead again. And now reinforce it. Pull my thread and reinforce one more time. And it's attached. And now all I do is just go down through some beads, make a couple knots on my way and get rid of this tail. And then what I want you to do is make exactly same one, see? They're identical. So you start again with stretch of CRAW, create that loop, attach here, go back, make that embellishment, create the whole stretch, just compare the length, and then attach the second side of the clasp. And then once you're done, we're gonna come back and look at our gorgeous necklaces. And here are my ready necklaces. And that's how they look like on a stand. As you can see, I made them short, so just long enough to go around your neck. Not choker length, but a little more than that. But yeah, but you can decide your length on your own. You can just do my length, my type of length for your neck, or make it longer, short, entirely up to you. But look how gorgeous the colors are. I really love this white. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I will leave all the codes in the description box, so don't forget to check it out if you fancy any of the colors. I will leave links to all the previous Edna tutorials I made, and to the tutorial where I show you how to add thread and so on. So just remember, every time you watch my tutorials, don't forget to check out description box for useful information. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye.